Alright, there we go. Sorry about the delay, folks. The beast was being tenacious today. All indicators pointed to her being ready for a nap. So I laid her down, as usual, and she started jumping around, whatnot. So I got out the duct tape, and we're all good. She's settled in now. Yeah. Something a little cleaner. A little more suitable for my me-ness. Let's see, what was I doing? Not carrying anything extra. I always stop in there to see if that mangy rat's up so I can just go ahead and kill it real quick and turn the head in real quick. XP in faction. I am heading over to Kino's Hills to do step 2 of the monk headband quest. Yeah, probably be. Got no voice today. Nothing planned today, just goofing around on the monk. Take advantage of the absence of a few folks to get some levels under my belt. We got here, Zeb and his girlfriend are moving right along over in Goofing. Glad they're having fun. On P99, monks are pretty awesome. They really are. Oh, the cat's been in hiding. She hasn't been feeling well the last couple days, so she doesn't come out until 6 or 7 o'clock now. It's just like a cyclical thing that she goes through. Every couple of months she gets digestive issues and hides all day. She's getting old. But yeah, monks are pretty freaking awesome. So I'm on the lookout for putrid skeletons. I need 3 rib bones. Be right here, Deadly. I'm completely unbuffed. Not the skeleton I need, but I like killing skeletons. Never disappointed when you kill a skeleton. You always get something. Bone chips, cash. When you're a newbie, they frequently drop weapons and armor. That is assuming you're not all twinked to the gills. Yep, she's out. Hey, here every Saturday. Sundays are the ones to miss. If you're going to miss a stream, miss the one on Sunday afternoon. Because that one's usually sketchy at best. Family's all home and there's a lot of chaos in the household. Stream frequently gets interrupted. Saturdays are usually the best day to tune in. Usually a lot going on that day. Something fun, you know, something other than just me running around with a low-level monk. Got a couple of quite a few people actually started playing since I started streaming it, and Zeb and his girlfriend are on right now. Oh, awesome! Yeah, it's good skills to have. Good skills to have. I use GIMP. It's the open source equivalent to do all my editing. It's good enough for me. I don't do anything professional, so. But yeah, nice little learning curve there. This is for a druid and ranger quest. You get 2 halves of the staff, and take them down to Surefall Glades and hand them to some dude, and he gives you a was a one-hand blunt staff, I believe. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. I should really do something like that. Time. Time. Never enough. The older you get, the less you have. And you quickly start running out. So do it while you can. Yeah, it does. I've gotten so used to doing it though, it's quickly find out you don't have to be as precise as you need to be for most details. You can always, you know, budget, smooth it out, use the old burnishing tool. My drawing tablet's not very good though. It's not very precise, so yeah, I don't do it professionally. I just got it as a lark. And, probably should have saved money. Okay, I forgot what we were here for. Putrid skeletons. kill all the skeletons in the zone, except for the dread, because they'll murder my face, but, I don't know which are placeholders for what, so I figure it's safer just to kill them all. Oh god. Good old mend wounds. I'm so glad I have that skill, because heaven forbid I'd want the bad guys to actually kill me. I think I've gotten critical failures on mend wounds more than successes. Yeah. Yeah. And it's such a competitive field anymore, because there's so many people doing it. Because so many people are being encouraged to go to school. And oh, apparently I've leveled. They used to be read to me. Okay, skeletons, where are you? A friend of mine, extremely talented musician, plays multiple instruments, plays them very well, incredibly gifted, also a very gifted artist. Was offered a full scholarship to, I think it was Juilliard. And turned it down so he could go live on a commune in Washington State or some nonsense like that. I think he ended up spending a year sleeping in the roots of a redwood tree. His parents were not very happy. And today he sells weed. Whatever, he's happy, I guess. I wish I could agree with you, B, but now he's, like I said, selling weed and living on welfare. So, yeah. It's okay to be a nonconformist, just don't make it anybody else's problem. I mean, I'm very much a nonconformist, but I buy my own groceries. Well, he doesn't legally sell it. No, it's Pennsylvania. It's not legal here. Not yet. They've just done a very limited legalization of medical marijuana. Very limited. Just putting their toe in the water kind of thing. Yeah. So it's all unreported income. The hippie lifestyle is infused him with a sense of entitlement. It's too bad because he's such a great guy and such a really good friend for years and years and years. No, he came back to PA. Where are all the putrefied skeletons? It's very dark. I'm a human, don't have night vision, so everything's dark. Nasher Furgut. This is the guy you get the Blackborough Stout quest or turn in for. Well, while we're ambling around the zone, let's see if we can find Guard Chelson before he gets killed by the local wildlife. Grab a couple more of those cards. I want to finish that quest just to see what happens. Exactly. It's if you're happy doing the work you're doing and it doesn't require a college degree, then continue doing the work you're doing. Why put yourself in so much debt for something that you're probably not even going? That's what I did. I went to school for graphic design. Hated it. Freaking hated it. Never did it. I took like 1 or 2 jobs after graduation. Just could not stand it. But this was, you know, back in the very early 90s. So it wasn't nearly as expensive. But I really wish I hadn't. I really wish I hadn't. It was a neat experience. But you know, I get much cheaper neat experiences. It's that push. Everybody has to go to school. Everybody has to go to school. And honestly, half the people I went to school with graduated on being unable to read. I made so much money writing term papers for people because they were just too stupid to put a basic sentence together. And these were college students. North U, but just north U, up 15. I'm just running around looking for skeletons because I need 3 putrid skeletons. Well, three ribs. I don't always drop them because it's Everquest. I wouldn't want to make it too easy. Yeah, well, my son went. He went to originally started going in Tommy. You know Tommy. He originally went to some school in San Francisco or whatever. And decided he wanted to transfer to a less expensive school with a slightly better reputation and lower cost of living for the area because it was ridiculously expensive to live there. So he went to Arizona to finish up his education. None of his credits would transfer. So he ended up basically having to start all over again. 6 years later, he's like over $100,000 in debt. We'll never, ever, ever be able to pay it off. It's such a racket. It's such a racket. Learn a trade. My dad and I were having a little discussion about that yesterday. He was getting all, well, what do you want to do with your life kind of thing to the girlfriend, because she's young. You know, she's young. She never went to school, college either. And she's one of those people that can find satisfaction in any job. Sorry, got distracted. So, college education wouldn't really benefit her, and she doesn't even know what she'd want to go for in the first place. So, what's the point? We have a very frugal lifestyle. That's the way we like it. I don't want a lot of extra things to pay for, because that just means you have to work more. And we like our free time. And it was kind of difficult for him to understand until I explained it to him that, you know, some people just enjoy whatever job they have. They find satisfaction in it. Whereas people like me and my father, you know, we question things, and, you know, dreamers. So we have to have goals and plans based on what it is that we want to do, as opposed to finding satisfaction in what we're currently doing, because we question everything. Makes for very poor workplace relationships with your employers. And you need those people, because that's the backbone of society. That's the backbone of a manufacturing-based economy, is the people that are just willing to do the job and find satisfaction in doing it. But nobody's learning trades anymore. Everybody's getting degrees. So you have so many people going. The STEM field's going to start feeling the pinch soon. And that's really the only fields that are hiring at any, you know, any degree of regularity. Yeah, 8. We're running out of carpenters. We're running out of masons. We're running out of bricklayers. People that build stuff, people that manufacture stuff. We're running out of them. So we're becoming a service-based economy. And it doesn't work that way. You have to make stuff. If you don't make stuff, you can't sell stuff. And if you can't make and sell stuff, then your service industry has nothing to do. A lot of the older folks got into the industry like that. They just started tinkering with computers and whatnot. And just kind of, because nobody else knew how to do it, and there weren't degrees for it. The colleges didn't offer classes for it. It was a trade. just like a carpenter or anything like that, an electrician. My grandfather never went to college. He was a master electrician, never went to college. Now you need a 4-year degree to be an electrician. My girlfriend's brother went to school to be an auto mechanic. Who the hell goes to school to be an auto mechanic? He has a master's degree in auto repair. It's ludicrous. Don't attack me, Wolf. Please don't attack me. Don't like attacking the bears and wolves in this zone because there's a lady that wanders around the zone and will murder you. It's a lie designed to make a lot of money for universities and to keep you in debt for the rest of your life so that you're constantly beholden to the bank. Don't fall for it. Find something you enjoy doing and do it. Or at the very least, find something you can tolerate doing for the rest of your life. Because it's work after all. It's not a hobby. Now I saw a mangy rat here, and I'm wondering if it drops the same rat head as the one up in the second floor of that guy's shop in town. Just curious. It's my drunken monk, by the way. I drink all the alcohol I find. Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and the fact that you didn't have to go into debt to do it. I mean, all these kids they're starting their lives in debt now. And you can't, well, the whole point is you get your degree, you get your job, you start your family, you become a productive member of society. That's the point. But you can't become a productive member of society if you got $100,000, $200,000 worth of debt hanging over your head before you even get started. Before you've even made your first down payment on a car or a house, you're $200,000 in debt. You'll never pay that off. And then you just spend the rest of your life living off credit cards. Then that debt gets shuffled off to your kids, because when you die, they assume your debt. No hunter again. Sorry, I don't mean to keep going on, but you triggered me. I'm triggered. Oh, come on. Thank you. Could have completed the quest. It's just maddening. And they push it like it's the greatest thing on earth. They know exactly what they're doing. That's the sad part. They know exactly what they're doing. They know they're destroying these people's lives. They know that 90% of the people that graduate from their universities aren't going to be able to pay back their debt. And I think they can attach up to like 50% of your wages, or I don't know what the percentage is, but it's a pretty freaking high percentage. Yep. Find something you enjoy doing, do it very well. Learn as much as you can about it. Now you got the internet. For Christ's sakes, we got the internet now. The world's knowledge at your fingertips. You don't have to pay $100,000 to learn. Google it. Practical, hands-on knowledge. You don't get that from a university. Tommy! How's it going, yo? Speak of the devil. It is. It's slimy. There was a discussion in the Discord the other night, or the other week. Moving her where? She got a new place? You guys moving in together? What's the deal? Give me the skinny. Ah. So many teeth. There he is, Mangy Rat. That's the same name as the one that's on the second floor of that shop. I want to see if it's the same rat head. See if you can turn it in for the same quest reward. Come on, a skeleton. I want your putrid brethren. Gotta get 3 of these damn things. You see how challenging this could be. It's for the monk headband quest. The second part of it. Zeb and his girlfriend made a enchanter cleric combo, and those two classes grouped together can pretty much solo 90% of the game. So duo 90% of the game. Very, very, very freaking powerful combination of classes. They don't need anybody else. They just have to run around very slowly because they don't have Spirit of the Wolf. But you never run out of mana. Never run out of mana, never run out of health. And you get the bad guys to kill each other. What's better than that? Skeletons are such dicks. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. I was watching just an enchanter. Made me want to make one, actually. Just how ridiculously powerful they can be all by themselves. If they had a healer on top of that. Good God Almighty. I was thinking about it, Tommy. I was thinking about putting something together. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to jump into something like that and then not have time to do it, so I'm going to have to weigh options. Yes, I know they have halflings, Tommy, I know. Can't play the game yet, and I'm not paying $100 to play an MMO. Oh, then they're not real halflings if they don't have hairy feet. Yeah, I'm thinking about running another game. Streaming it, possibly. I don't know, kind of getting that itch. It's been a while. Everybody keeps talking about it. I always end up being the DM, so I figure I'll just not even try to play in the game and just set one up. Do it through Roll20. Roll20.net. If I did, I'd use 3.5. I wouldn't use the most recent version, because the most recent version is a little more in a board game. There's one. Finally. Damn it. Finally found one and he didn't drop the rib bone. So I'll take my frustrations out on this knoll. Three 3.5 is my favorite version. I don't even know if I'm going to do D&D, to tell you the truth, B. I wouldn't mind doing something else. You know, like maybe Legend of the Five Rings or some Cyberpunk or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. There's so many different games and game systems. Tommy likes Cyberpunk. I don't know if I want to do another fantasy game. I play enough of them all the time. Wouldn't mind doing something a little different. Keep running into the Knoll Hunter. I don't want to pick up his staff because it weighs 8 pounds and the monks can't carry the weight. L5R, I know. That makes your Jimmy hard, doesn't it? Sorry, I was kind of vulgar, but L5R. Alright, since I'm running into him so much, I'm just going to grab it. Shadowrun. I've never run Shadowrun. I'm not familiar with the system. The Star Wars D6 I only played once. The game ended up not going anywhere. And quite frankly, I'm sick of Star Wars, to be honest. L5R is a elegant system. Very elegant system. It's don't pull that sword out unless you plan on using it, because there's a very good chance you're going to die. Call of Cthulhu, yeah. See, you guys are getting me all twitchy. Call of Cthulhu can be hard, though. I don't know if I could pull off Call of Cthulhu. I've always played it and I've never run it. You have to be a really good storyteller. And you have to have a really good story. That's another one of those games where you don't want to. You want to run away from things. You don't want to confront them. Yeah, L5R is it really stresses the. Look, there's no hunter again. I just killed him. He's only supposed to spawn every 20 minutes. Don't need the bottom half, need the top half. I think if I tried to do a Call of Cthulhu, it would have to be something pre-generated. I can always find the resources for that online. I have very low ethical standards for games that are no longer in print. Yeah, but L5R, that's the one I'm really seriously thinking about. That's another tough one to run, though. One of the most memorable games I've ever played in was an L5R game. Of course, at the game shop there are quite a few memorable games. But the original owner of the store ran a game that was just amazing. Went on for quite a while. And then Corey and his cyberpunk game that was all based off of a random encounter found in the back of the core rulebook. Was it 2 years worth of gaming? No notes, no nothing. Everything off the cuff. And it was one of the best games I've ever played in. He just kind of let us go and make the story ourselves. And just reacted to what we did. And Dean's White Wolf game. Oh, memories, memories. I'm waxing nostalgic. It's great that the gnolls are dropping so many teeth, but I want skeletons. There's a gnoll over there. Probably another gnoll hunter. This might be a scout. Oh, Nasher. He's not supposed to be out during the daytime. He's only supposed to be out at night. Everything's weird. Debating on moving the setup upstairs. There are pros and cons. Pros are, you know, of course, I'm upstairs away from all the regular household noise. But the cons are it limits my streaming to only when everybody else is awake. Undecided. But then I could be on a more realistic schedule. So I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section. It'd be nice to be able to stream during the day instead of in the middle of the night all the time. Oh, hey, look, the cat. Yeah. I'm trying to do the headband quest, Rowan. Trying to find the putrid skeletons because I need 3 rib bones from them damn things. Not really looking to level, I'm just trying to do that quest. I got so many teeth, I'm going to level anyhow, just from killing the gnolls. No hurry on this character, this is one of my... Oh, hey. Welcome. Come in loud and clear considering how far away you are. Kidding, kidding. Shut it. This is one of my goof around characters. Alts. I want to main a bard, but nobody will let me. They always make me play my warrior. We're doing Kazakh Thule tonight. 11 my time. I don't know what that is your time. What is that? I think it's +5. Depending on the part of Europe you're from. +4, +6. So, pretty early in the freaking morning. I'm just killing all the skeletons in case there's a placeholder. It only drops from the putrefied skeletons. Yeah, so my nighttime stream will be early morning for you. Very early morning. Well, if you're an insomniac, tune in. Doing Kazakh Thule. Lots of very long corpse runs. That's what they get for making me tank. I want to play a bard. I want to fiddle my loot. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one they make me play. They don't make me play it. I'm kidding about that. I made him because it's easy to play. And it just happened to be the character that leveled the fastest. So that's the one I got stuck playing all the time. Bard's getting up there though. He's 16 now, I think. So moving right along. And now that he's getting close to that Clarity song, they're starting to change their mind about wanting a Bard. There's not always an enchanter around when you need one. Excuse me. I got the same problem. I'm a horrible alcoholic. Horrible, horrible, horrible. All my slots are full again. I'm gonna have to delete my ogre, I think. Ogre warrior. I have made an ogre warrior. I have a lot of fun playing him. Never got anywhere with him though. Never got beyond turning in lizard meat for rusty weapons. Same deal on live servers. I got every character slot on 3 accounts full. They let you multi-box on live though. Necros, yeah. Necros are good for solo. Great for solo. Find yourself struggling to find groups frequently. I imagine Europe, the different time zones might make that a little awkward. What have we here? Nope. Nope, just decaying, not putrefied. One guy, German, he's from Germany. I don't know if he's German, but he's from Germany. He's been following the stream since very early on, and big EQ player. He's usually on with me, but he had a thing to do today. But yeah, he sets an alarm. Sets an alarm to be up by 5 a.m. so he can play. Of course, he's going back to school in a few weeks, so that will diminish. Ooh. Ah, DC Universe, yeah. I keep wanting to go back to that game. DC Universe Online, just check it out again. Now that I've made the upgrades. Oh, nice. Nice. Is that Nasher Burgut again? Yep. He's not supposed to be awake now. He's supposed to be gone. He's only supposed to come out at night. Absolutely, B. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'm so wrapped up in the P99 thing right now, it's just kind of sucked me in hard. I was going to play Paladins today. I wasn't even going to play this, but Havoc, Enigmatic Elephant, was MIA, so I had to last minute do a setup for this. He will get his appropriate lashings later. Probably going to use some excuse like you had to go to school or something. That's who we were talking to about, back to the university discussion. There was a discussion in the Discord about college, and Elephant hasn't chosen a major yet, even though he's going to school. And Gathorn, the German, well, his girlfriend actually was Joyce, said, "What do you mean you haven't chosen a major? How are you in university if you don't have a major?" He said, "Well, I'm just going to figure out what I want to do." And that is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. Here we don't go to school until we have a major selected. Then that's when I explained to her that in the United States, the education is secondary. Colleges are businesses in the United States. The businesses first and places of learning second. So a certain degree of education is important, absolutely. You need to learn how to read, write, do basic math, that kind of thing. Beyond that, it depends on what you want to do with your life. Now, if you're going to spend the rest of your life working in a factory, you really don't need advanced calculus. And you never, ever, 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 ever need gender studies. Never. Sorry. Now, I'm supposed to have safe fall. I have yet to see a skill up in my safe fall skill. And I come from a family of teachers. My dad was a teacher, my uncle was a teacher. I guess in a sense my grandmother was a teacher. She taught ballroom dancing. Very educated people, very smart people, well read. But also very practical. Okay, I'm going to step away for a second, grab myself a cup of coffee. I shall return momentarily. And I'm back. I used to work at this local factory. That's kind of work I've always done my whole life. Simple, mindless work, so I could pursue other things in my spare time. I've always enjoyed that, you know. It gives you a lot of time to think. But one plant that I worked at hired a lot of engineers fresh out of school. And quickly became evident that a lot of those engineers had no business being engineers. But they got them cheap, you know, and they're disposable. If they didn't work out, they'd fire them and hire another one, because we have 2 universities right here in town, and then another one within 20 minutes. And then another one a half hour up the other way. We're surrounded by universities, point being. So there's plenty to choose from. And yeah, God, some of these... So, I mean, a couple of them were gifted, had careers, futures. But a lot of them really just had no business in the field. Acting's kind of another one of those things, though. It's either you... any of the entertainment kind of stuff. Either you're entertaining or you're not. And no amount of education is going to change that. Yeah. Has to be something you're suited for. You know, it may sound good. You know, you see the stars on TV and or in the movies, and ooh, I want to be that. But it's just not something everybody can do. It's designed to be done by a select few people. That's why it's so special. Same with having a college degree. It's designed... those people are supposed to be the exceptional members of society in that particular field. You know, be it physics, chemistry, engineering, whatever. Well, engineering didn't even used to be a college degree. It was a trade. You took on an apprenticeship, you learned the trade, and then you advanced in your career accordingly. So many things that they've made. Artist, for example, fine artist. You can't learn how to be an artist. You can't. Either you are or you're not. Either you have that gift or you don't. And that's just the way it is. And I found that out the hard way, because I was an art major, graphic design, but still, everybody encouraged me, pursue art, you're so talented. And I got to school and I realized I wasn't that talented. I mean, I had the technical skills, but I didn't have the spark, you know, that spark that makes an artist an artist. I can make a hand look like a hand, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't give it any life. Exactly, B, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Doesn't pay a damn thing, but I'm thoroughly enjoying doing it. I get to use some of the computer skills I've acquired over the years. You know, keeping the rig running and all the software running smoothly and whatnot. And always been a bit of a show-off, so I like to be in front of the camera. And here we are. And I have a very forgiving girlfriend, so that helps too. Huh. My grandmother did some local theater. You know, nothing major. Just a bunch of local. We have a couple of community theaters in the area, and she was sought after because of her dancing skills. She was a ballroom dance instructor for years, until she couldn't do it anymore. And so whenever they'd have musicals and whatnot, they'd want her in it. And she got my little sister involved in it, but she drifted away from it, became a cop, of all things. Yeah. Nope, she did it for years and years and years. Ow! That one hurt. I'm going to continue to hurl this guy off cliffs until he gets good at it. Oh, she never competed. Never once entered a competition. It's just something she enjoyed doing and wanted to teach others how to do it. She could have. She was really good. And she was tiny, small, so she was easy to toss around, you know. Not that there's a lot of tossing around in ballroom dancing, but you still have to be able to manage your woman. You know what I mean? For the dips and stuff. And, so she was a tiny woman, so well suited for it. Come on, where are all these freaking skeletons at? And you know, when I'm not looking for these bones, I'll kill one of these putrid skeletons and it'll drop it every time. Oh, really? Yeah, no, that's not the way she had to deal with the why. I don't even know if she got paid for it, honestly. I think she just did it because she really enjoyed it. That's my grandmother, though. She was always a giver. After she had her stroke, my dad took over her finances. And he discovered that every month, you know, after she retired, every month she was giving away half of her income to charitable causes. So it's just the way she is. Oh no, I'm not killing any wolves. No sir, no way, no how. I am not getting killed by Holly Windstalker. Or whatever the heck her name is. I do not touch bears and wolves in Keno's Hills. Been killed by that lady too many times. I'm doing the monk quest, the second tier monk quest for the headband. I'm looking for the putrid skeletons or putrefied skeletons. Yeah, need 3 of them. And they don't always drop them, and they're not very common spawns. So I'm just killing every skeleton I run across, hoping it's a placeholder of some sort. And, you know, getting the old knoll teeth. Can't go wrong with the knoll teeth. Ah, that's awesome, B. There's some guys over there farming the knolls, so I'm just getting the ones that wander over. Some guys. There are no genders on the internet, people. Ah, 6. Safe fall. He's learning. You want to survive, get better at it, or I'm going to keep hurling you off cliffs until you do. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Mend. Fail. I was running club and a spear, but I've switched it out to the well, it's the goblin skull crusher is the club, and the spear is some monstrous beast of a thing. Oh my god, it's horrible. It's like got plus 10 dex on it or something like that, and it does so much damage, but it's really slow. It's like 39 damage, or 17 damage, 39 delay or something like that. I forget what it is, but I've since switched to the axe that does the 85 point poison proc. So I got a proccing weapon in each hand now. And the Goblin Skull Crusher in my offhand. Which procs way more often in my offhand than it did in my main hand for some ungodly reason. I'm going to be playing those, yeah, that Zaxilthruth axe, the one that begins with a Z. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. Left them logged off in, what the hell's it called? Kazakh last night. And we're going back there again tonight. 11 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Should be a hoot. We die frequently. I think we lose as much XP as we gain. Well, I do at least. Venomous Axe of the Velian Brood, that's the one. Yeah, it doesn't begin with a Z after all. Yeah, somebody just gave it to me yesterday. Very cool. I was running through the EC tunnel and said, hey, come up to Torch 1. So I did, and he said, I'm going to require 2 copper, and or 1 copper. And I said, okay, well, I don't know what this is about, but here, I'll give you a copper, why not? Hand me the axe, one of those claw things, and tried to give me the green jade, what's it, but I already had one of those. So I gave him an extra copper. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I didn't know what the proc was on it, because I didn't bother looking it up beforehand. I knew I had a proc on it, but I didn't know what it did. And then the first time it proc, there was that big old splash of 85 points of poison damage. I just went, ooh. And it's really fast, too, for what it does. So it's kind of nice. Good for holding aggro. Between that and the Skull Crusher. Stun, poison, stun, poison, stun, poison. Good times. Oh, we were over at Sarnak Fort in oh, I didn't even notice that. We were over at the Sarnak Fort in Lake of Omen the other night. Just to level, you know, we're not actually expecting to get any drops or anything. I wanted the chest piece, you know, the chest piece that drops. I didn't care about anything else. Second Legionnaire we killed dropped the bracer. there for exactly 1 hour and pulled a bracer. That's the one. I'd never been there before in my life. So only my 3rd week on P99. And the bracer dropped. Yeah. Oh, we're selling. Gave it to one of the rogues to take it to the tunnel to sell. I'm never going to use it. I'm not going to do any raiding or anything like that, so I really have no use for it. 7K. 7K. There was a bard there. Comes into the stream frequently. Lazy Lion's Den. Said he was there for weeks trying to get that damn thing and still hasn't gotten it to drop. It's just a fluke. Just a fluke. Right place at the right time. But I couldn't get the chess piece to drop, which is a much more common drop. Killed all the things that dropped the chess pieces multiple times. Nothing. But then the next night the bard was back there power leveling some people and 2 of them dropped. So I logged on and they handed me one. I thanked them. So now I'm not wearing leather anymore. It's more fun finding it. I'd rather find it than buy it. Although I didn't technically find that one either. But it was found, you know. Alright. It's getting irritating. I found exactly 1 putrefied skeleton. Any other time they're all over the place. When I'm looking for them, they're nowhere. I was happy though. Everybody got something that they were happy for. Or happy about. They cared. You know, the ones that cared. Gathorn doesn't care. He takes it all in stride. And our other rogue, Frost, he again takes it all in stride. He's there for the adventure, not there for the stuff. But Thompson was really excited about the opportunity to take that bracer over. And yeah, I'm never going to do any raiding, Punch. I'm never going to do any raiding. I'd rather it go to somebody who's actually going to use it than have it waste away on my wrist. Or whatever, you know. This is something I'm never going to do. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if somebody just come along and grabbed the damn thing. But word got out. What is a orc? Did you tell him the story? It's not copyrighted, so you're free to share the story. Do not attack me. Just go about your business and we'll be fine. Thought everyone has heard that story by now. Mighty Beast of Unpower. Oh, he was a big guy. He was a pretty big guy. So, not too far off. Wouldn't exactly call him a mighty beast, though. Definitely didn't have unparalleled power. Except for the power of irritation. Hey, men worked. How about that? Yeah, it's it won't really take off until you get charm, Keb. So you got some time yet. But once your girlfriend gets charm, then it's going to be crazy. So then you just get the mobs to kill each other, and you do the heals. She'll keep everybody in mana. You'll never run out of your raw resources, you know, health and mana. And then you just get the monsters to kill themselves. And between your smite and her direct damage spells, once the charm mob kills the other mob, then you just kill him off when he's at low health. Yeah, that's why I made one. That's why I saw was it Zombie Slicer? He's a streamer on Twitch. Was running around with us for a few days, and I saw him in action. He wasn't doing the whole thing, but stuff he was doing was pretty freaking impressive. Just absolute crowd control, absolute total control of all the mobs, except for the one that we were killing. And that was down in Guck, so it really came in handy. That place is a nightmare. Oh, come on. Being a human sucks sometimes. Can't see a damn thing. I'll check out the hills on the other side of the road. Who knows? Vaguely recall seeing some over here before. Is that an Asher? Oh, no hunter. I've been looking for you. Top half. And bottom. Cool. Quest turn in. Heading into Surefall. Now I gotta run this guy over to Freeport to do the belt quest. Irritating being a monk, because you're always having to run back and forth to get all the quests done. And aren't they all prerequisites for the epic? Monk epic? Does anybody know? Oh, excuse me. Staying up too late playing video games. I've never played so much of, I mean, not never. I've used to play games embarrassingly too much. But since getting on the P99 server, I haven't played this much in a long time. Girlfriend's starting to get a little irritated with how much I've been playing lately. There he is. But it's for the stream. There we go. Jagged Pine Crook. Never hurts to have a little extra faction with the druids. Can't use it though. Rangers and druids. Don't need it. Got a much better staff. I always have one or two alts that I prefer over all others, and they get spoiled. I'll go to the on live. I'll go to the bazaar. Or on here, I'll go to the EC tunnel and get them little trinkets to improve their performance. I used to do that with my bards on live. They were always my favorite to play, but I was never any good at it. So I'd take my ranger out to farm gear for my bard. I'd twinkle around on my bard for a little bit and get irritated, and then I'd 2-box with him with a monk. That's a fun combination. Bard, monk, 2-box. Can't do that here. It's bare bolting. Why am I so heavy? Oh, coin. I used to do 16-hour days, B. I'd come home from work, play all freaking day, all freaking night. Take maybe a half-hour nap, wake up and go to work, and just do that for day after day after day until I crashed. You know, like on my days off, I would crash so hard. I got hooked on that game hard. And I wasn't even doing anything. That's the screwed up part. We'd log on, like sit at the mansion all day and talk, or sit at the pub all day and talk. Maybe go out and kill a few things and then go back to the home base, whatever it was. Before housing, it was a pub in Heavy and Tow, and afterwards it was the clan, the guild or monarchy mansion. They had monarchies; they didn't have guilds, and we'd spend most of our time just sitting around talking. And I would do that constantly. I knew I was starting to lose interest in the game when I went out and started doing stuff. So I was trying to justify continued playing. You know, because guilds break up, monarchies break up, groups break up. Nature of the beast with all these games. People move on. It was bad. It was really bad. Even got internet installed at the shop. We didn't have it originally. I got it installed at the shop just so I could sit there and play. Ow. And but yeah, we'll be doing Kazakh Thule tonight. We dipped our toe into it last night. Last night was just a big clusterfuck, to be honest. Had plans. Those plans didn't turn out as well as expected. We were going to go to Wrath Mountains and poke around and stuff, but everything turned out to be green. So nobody was getting any XP. Yeah, they do get under your skin in an unhealthy way. I'm beyond. I'm not that, but that's why I'll never do raiding. Oh, we will. You're getting up there to the point, Keb, where it's going to be a distinct opportunity in the very near future. There's several different groups of level ranges. There's a putrid skeleton. Putrid, not putrefied. Yeah, this is Paladins. Havoc never showed up. So I had to switch everything over at the last minute. There's one. I was in that same boat. What's the problem? I'm home. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to the bar. I'm not going out, running around with loose women or anything. I'm sitting at home playing a game. What's the problem? That's all you're doing. You're not paying attention to anybody. Well, then get out. That was the approach I always took, though. It's probably not the best, but... Find a hobby. I think that was my problem. I always got involved with people who didn't have hobbies. So they always expected me to entertain them. And I'm not a very entertaining person in person. I like to do what I like to do. Yeah, the stories are important. That's part of the hook. A lot of EQ stories. Creating a bunch of new ones, too. Well, I'm sorry, Kev. Yeah, it won't be too much longer before... In fact, we may come over at some point and help you level up a bit. If you want that. If you want to continue doing it on your own, by all means. I totally get it. I totally get it. There are a lot of times where I wish I could do that. But that's what I have my monk for. Okay, we'll keep that in mind then. So we definitely need an enchanter, and having another cleric around is never a bad thing. Because Gathorn's going to be going back to school soon, so we're going to be needing another healer. On the days that he's not available. Oh, no, it's part of the process, Keb. No worries. Well, at least they left the house, B. I wouldn't even do that. No, I'm not going anywhere. I have a game to play. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think they have Wonder Bread where she comes from, Kenshiro. I mean, she may have developed a taste for it after moving. I think on her silly little Amazon island that wasn't a thing. God, can you imagine the Wonder Bread truck trying to make that drive? We'll have to get together, Kev, and figure out some kind of schedule. You guys should get in the Discord, just so you can like keep tabs on things. It's just much easier to organize there. So we're on all day in the Discord, all day, every day, to some degree or another. Got me some hooch. Drunken monk. Drunken kung fu. I'm role playing, you see. Yeah, that is a bit excessive, B. I will admit that is a bit much. Damn, 20 teeth. I didn't realize I had that many. Starting a whole new stack. Yep, that is a bit much. I never bothered anybody else with it. It was always my thing. Of course, a lot of my early gaming days were when I wasn't involved with anybody. Love my kids, like to think I'm a great father, but I'm not necessarily the best husband in the world. And not that I cheat or anything like that. It's just I have opinions. But the one I'm with now is well aware of my opinionated nature and thinks it's cute. Give me your bone chips. Very tolerant. I wish I'd met her a long time ago. Of course, that would be in prison because she was just a baby. It is, Keb. That's why I don't do it. That's precisely why I don't do it. I have no interest. Hey, Tommy! Look who it is. Say hi to Tommy, folks. Very much so, Frosty. Very much so. There always is at the beginning, B. That's what relationships are. It's all adjustment and change and getting used to one another, and successful relationships have absolutely nothing, zero, to do with love. It's your willingness to not murder the other person. You find somebody who you like enough that you're willing to change what needs to be changed and not murder them. Oh no, no, absolutely. I'm the most faithful boyfriend in the world. I have no interest. I have no interest in any of that stuff. I just don't care. There's never been a prime motivator for me. Nope. That sounds more my speed, Keb. If that kind of thing is around when I get to that point, I might actually check it out. You'll never have to worry about me cheating because I never leave the house. You don't leave the house, you can't cheat. More hooch. Yeah. Yeah. She had some issues in the beginning of the relationship. It was new, you know, but quickly came to realize that that's not going to be a problem. It's my drunken kung fu, Keb. I have to drink all alcohol I find. I'm a role player. Is that Nasher again? What the hell? He's not supposed to be up during the day. That's why I ran away from it, Frosty. It's not the Rivervale music. I don't want it tainting my ears. I'm going to do a musical overlay so that the entire stream is nothing but Rivervale music. I'm going to mute all the game sounds and just play the musical, or the Rivervale music in the background. There's somebody fishing, I believe. How can you not like the Rivervale music? It's the happiest music ever. You walk into Rivervale and you're just bebopping in your chair. You just want to bake cookies for people. have all the skeletons gone. Whoa, that was a big fall. Watch this, I'm involved in something that's actually doing some damage to me. I'm gonna mend. See how effective that was, don't you? But if I'm down like 2% health and I hit mend, works every freaking time. I might actually die to this damn thing. I'm way overweight. 37 stone. I'm not going to be on too much longer, Rowan. My noon stream only lasts a couple hours because of my daughter waking up. So I only stream while she naps during the day. As soon as she wakes up, I'm out. Has to be that way. Sacrifices of parenthood. I will keep that in mind next time I'm over there. I gotta go to Freeport soon with this character, actually, to do the belt quest. Sorry, Rowan, it's, yeah, exactly. Well, I play more than that. I do a 2-hour stream during, around noontime when she's taking her nap, and then I do another one at 11 o'clock at night. That keeps me up all night, so I just have to sacrifice sleep. Because she's up every morning at 7:30, so I get to bed around 4 o'clock or so, and then she wakes up around 7:30. But this is the price we pay for stardom. I'm just kidding. I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. Yeah. They have been getting longer. But it's because of this damn game. It takes you 3 hours just to get to where you're going. Look how much running around we did last night. Because some idiot thought Wrath Mountains would be a good idea. For the record, there are a lot of really good drops in the Wrath Mountains. I didn't know it was surrounded by a bunch of stuff that's not worth any XP. I just assumed since the drops are so good, the mobs around it are going to be at least decent. Tommy's sitting here talking to me in chat, and I'm not even paying attention. He's telling me I just ran past a putrid skeleton. There's Tommy. He made a ranger. Bastard. I wanted to make a ranger. I actually have one. We don't have any trackers. We do have a druid, but it's only a... It's an alt. It's not a main character. Gathorn has a druid, but he plays as cleric more. So... Let's see, Tommy made a warrior, and I thought he was going to level the warrior, so I didn't have to play the warrior, so I could play my bard, but then he made a ranger. So I guess I'm stuck playing a warrior. I don't mind. I don't mind. The warrior's fun. There's one. I don't know. Yeah, well, I get an idea for a character and I'll play it for a little bit, and if I like it, I'll keep it. If not, I'll delete it. I don't get too emotionally attached. Always have one or two mains that I play on a regular basis, and then just a bunch of little tinker around characters. If I find out I like one, then I'll actually do something with it. If not, I just delete it. That's why I try not to gear up my alts. I don't want to have to transfer gear. I just delete the whole character. In fact, my ranger, the primary reason he still exists is because somebody started giving me gear for him, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Now I have to keep him. In fact, that's what led to me playing the warrior so much. Is I was logged on with them one night and people just kept giving me stuff, and that was the Oasis of Mar night. There's a shaman there that was pulling for us, and I kept saying, I want to go to bed, I want to go to bed. It's like 4 a.m. I want to go to bed. And he kept pulling and kept pulling and kept pulling. And finally somebody from the other side of the zone who was watching the stream shouted across the zone, "Stop pulling, he wants to go to bed." It's pretty funny. Wow, the beast is out. For as much trouble she had going to sleep, I didn't think she'd sleep that long. Ooh. Absolutely, Frosty. Yep, I'm looking forward to jumping back in there. That's going to be fun. Ah. You have to follow this guy around the zone. He drops cards. Playing cards. I think it's kind of a an homage to Magic the Gathering. He's very adept at getting himself killed. As you can see, he attacks everything. And he's not that high a level. Yeah, he's green to me. I'm only level 8. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah. Okay. Brown coats. Yeah, girlfriend got that for me. That and the she got me the shiny shirt. Big fans of the show. Can't stand Joss Whedon though. See? Look. Everything. He attacks everything. Yeah, I have one. Definitely, I picked one up as soon as I heard about it. Of course, that was before Joss Whedon started tweeting. If I'd known how big a dick he was, I would have just pirated it. Oops, did I drop something? Like I say, he drops 4 cards as he's wandering around the zone. He'll stop and say, oops, did I drop something? I don't know that the well, I don't know. It depends on how they scripted it. How successful it would be. I think it's one of those things they should just let it die. To be honest, let it go. I mean, Bishop's dead, so you can't bring him back. Or Book, yeah, he's dead now. Ron Glass. Let it live on in our memories. Still got that first half season. And the movie. And they've all aged a bit. So. Oh, that's right, he did die in Serenity. I forgot about that. Shit, never mind. Yeah, it was done. Movie gave it a nice wrap up. They don't need to do it anymore. They can do an animated series. Oops, did I drop something? Come on, drop your damn card. I like that helmet. I like the helmet that the Kino's cards wear. Oh, hey, Lucky. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. And this is how you get killed in this zone, trying to do this freaking quest with this crazy maniac. There it is. Whew. Okay, we're awake now. Put the notifier up, and then I later on added this chat thing. The chat thing responds first, and then the notifier comes up. Sorry about that, B. Got a new follower on Twitch. I hate missing the notification, so I made sure it was something I would always hear. It does kind of perk you up when you're following guards around the zone, waiting for them to drop a trading card. Ooh, putrid skeleton. I need that more. Come here. He's gonna die. Damn you. No rib. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know if he dropped something here or not. Nope, I didn't think so. Kill stealing bastard. Come on, keep walking. The single most exciting quest in the game right here. This is why it's called Everquest, by the way. And this is what he does. He walks around the zone, then he goes back to the guard tower, and I think he despawns or something like that, or he starts all over again. I forget which. Then he attacks every single thing, except for the will-o-wisps. He doesn't attack those, but he attacks every single thing he comes into contact with. It's going to attack that rat, see? No reason for him to attack that rat. It was minding its own business. Rat ain't hurt nobody. Damn it. It's not based on who does the most damage, it's based on who gets the last hit. And he always beats me to the punch on the last hit. Then from here he walks back over to the tower. After that, I don't know. I was following him around one day and I just got irritated, so I just let a bear kill him. It's less than he deserves. Come on, dude. Back to your path. Jump. He's a bit of a dick, too. Thinks he's badass. Oh, excuse me. Hey Clubhouse, how's it going? I am doing very well. A little sleepy, but very well. Just goofing around my monk today, nothing big. Nothing big. But tonight we're going back to, oh, what is it? Kazakh Thul. Left all our 20s camped just inside. Did a little putzing around there last night, but not too much. Good. Glad to hear it. It has been. Following this guy around. Damn it! He drops 4 cards. They're lore. So you know if you've already picked one up or not. And you need all 4 before you can finish the quest. But he drops them randomly. I'm kind of getting the impression that one of the 4 cards is a rare drop or something like that. So now I gotta wait till he gets over to Black Road to drop the next one, and he's gonna attack every single freaking thing that gets within 10 feet of him. With his chest all puffed out and his back all straight. You can get an old pup scalps relatively easily. I was following him around one day and that Holly Windstalker or whatever the hell her name is came walking by when he attacked a wolf. Oh yeah, yeah. I really like their helmets though. It's too bad you can't get one. The colors, the coloration of the Kino Scarred armor. Really like that. Almost like a brass. He doesn't drop it this time, I'm just gonna let him die. I need one more card. It is, it is. So I guess he drops 3 on his journey through the zone. So he'll drop this one and then one more over by Surefall, and then he'll walk back. I'll follow him as far as Surefall, and then I'm done. The girlfriend's home. Nope, it's not that one. Hey you. Maybe you have to kill him for the last one, I'm not sure.
Huh?
No, I'm talking to you. Who? Who? Oh. No, that's 12:30. He drops these cards, these trading cards, playing cards. He drops 4 different ones, and you have to get all 4 of them to complete the quest. They're lore, so you know, a lore means you can only have 1 in your possession. See the tag lore. You collect all 4 of them, then you go turn them into somebody in Kinos for something or other. I don't even know what you get for it. I just started doing it, and it's irritating me because now I want to finish it. I got 3 of them on 2 different characters. I want the 4th card. Son of a XP. You have to follow him around because he's very low level. Khan's green and level 8. For the most part, there's some quests like when you're leveling the Null Teeth quest in Kinos. Is a very good quest to do because you get a lot of XP for it. Really helps level your character quick. But later on, you really only do them if like you need to, for whatever reason, like a weapon or whatever, like your epic weapon is all a whole series of quests. So yeah. It depends. Some good, some bad, some not worth doing. You get faction for them. A lot of times you do the quests, like especially the repeatable ones, like Bone Chip quests or Muffin quests or whatever. You do them over and over and over again to raise your faction, so you can get into the city without getting murdered. This faction is very important in this server, in this iteration of the game. If you want to get anywhere, you need good faction with everybody you're talking to. Damn it. Alright, you're on your own, Chelsea. I'm going to let him die. Alright, folks, I am going to wrap it up there. The beast is going to be waking up shortly. The girlfriend just came home. So, you folks have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll be back on tonight at 11 o'clock with Kazakh Fool. So, I will see you then, and have a great day.